So greetings everyone and welcome to a Throwback Thursday. My name's Chris and this is MTG Cards and Review. What we have here is a original, or basically the white border limited edition of Star Trek, basically the next generation customized card game, new, sealed at this point right now. And we have a basically the kind of a collector type style that was put out at later on though. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this though, kind of get started in this part though, this Throwback Thursday video though that will get us into this though, because of course with basically the old Star Trek collectible game, which a lot of my basically the main character cards that I've got are all in binders though, and then I've got the bulk. Some of it actually, I wouldn't say it's bulk. I mean, there's some good cards that are in the boxes though, that we'll be looking at as well. We're going to go jump into this though, take a look at this part of it though, and then we'll either take a look at having a look at some point basically this OverPower from for basically basically DC and Marvel characters who did a basically a series though they did with card games though. Then of course I've got some others that we'll look at though as well. So we're moving into kind of the bigger stuff though, although I've got some smaller ones that we'll still take a look at though, and of course as I can source I will look at as well. But for this basically segment here, we're going to go ahead and work with this here, and then we'll see where we go from here. We'll definitely be back to Star Trek though, because I got a lot though of Star Trek. So I'm just going to go ahead and tease this out, guys. These are some of the more basically desirable ones there that you can find that basically came from series of the sets there over the years. The Enterprise E, a different variation here. This is from when they did a tried to do a restart, or basically a second approach to try and make the game more playable though, by basically creating essentially a second edition of it though, and it basically didn't hold well. You got your Future Enterprise here to go with it though. So, and then of course there's the original Enterprise, and so yeah, that's what we're going to look at. Of course there's First Officer Spock. This is from basically the Mirror Universe. So we'll be diving into those in more depth though with it, at various points though. I want to give you guys kind of this intro into the set though, to talk a little bit about it though. This here as well. So we're going to kind of open this up and basically take a look here. There's a little booklet here, rules and supplement for alternate universe, Q Continuum, Deep Space Nine, preview cards, Star Trek Voyager preview cards as well. And this is going to be a little bit tougher to kind of film though, or record here. So we're going to adjust that light though. And I could tilt the camera, I really could, but I don't want to, because that's going to be more of a challenge. So what we'll do is I'll just give you guys a chance to look at it. I'll hold it open like this, and then you guys can basically pause the video, read it though. Alright, so you have to bear with me here. I am fighting something that has basically been with me for over a week now. Yeah. So we've got the customized card game alternate rules, though. It talks about the alternate universe there, and then we've got our Q continuum rules and information, and then got basically the first, yes, that's right, this was the first anthology, and then we got basically some Voyager as well. So we are going to go ahead and the Fazio collection. Doorway to the Fazio collection. It's just a little paper. So I'm going to just take a quick look here at what's inside, though. I mean, there's some cards here that were included, though. These are some from the alternate, though. And then, yep, these are from Voyager, or not Voyager, but Deep Space Nine. The free warp pack. Contact Decipher to request it. And then you can toss some cards like play 52 card pickup. And that way you can impress your fins, the fiends or friends. So came with that. Came with one starter deck over here, and then you got another starter deck over here. So basically those there. So we got Garrock here. And there is Quark, son of Keldar. Yes, that was when Quark became, basically, or fell in love with a Klingon, a female Klingon. Just in case there's any concern there. There's Tom Paris, though, is a civilian, and then we've got that. There's Ensign Tuvok, back in his day when he was on the Enterprise as an ensign before he moved on and forward time. There's Dr. Talik Ramor from the Romulan side during Voyager. And of course you got a nice little orb of prophecy to see what's going on, and then you get your basically your missions, though, or a mission. And there's one of the basically outposts. Then you'll run across events, and you'll run across Mr. Montgomery Scott, Captain Scott, Chief Engineer. Interrupts, more missions, and more missions. So, I'll come back to the missions here. You get events like basically Eisenberg compensator issues. Celeste from Next Generation. A little bit of a Q, basically vicious animal thing. QNet. I am not a merry man. Mr. Worf as a merry member of the merriest of men. So we're going to go ahead and kind of wrap up here, though. This is just more of an introductory into this, though. We're going to wrap it up, though, mainly because at this point I need to take a moment anyway to take care of my voice, though, and my what's going on here. So hopefully by the time this video loads, though, I'll actually be better. So the way that the course, the missions work, though, is basically a couple of things. First, though, the number at the bottom, it represents basically the distance, like how far basically the particular sector covers those. So in this case it's only 4, whereas this one's 3. Then the symbols below tell you who can complete this particular mission, though. Federation, Romulan, Klingon, as opposed to in this one it only being Federation or Romulan. The other thing that it tells you, though, is basically above is what skill set is going to be needed as well to basically achieve or do the mission as well. So computer skill and cunning greater than 28 for this particular research, basically this particular mission, which is sensitive search. So that then, of course, what you would do is based on the essentially the missions you would stack along, though. You would choose your missions and of course your personnel and your ships, though. So obviously Garrick is a civilian, but he's also Cardassian. So in this case we're going to go ahead and use something a little more easier just to lay here. Quark basically has, so bottom here tells you basically, obviously this tells you about the character, though, and then this tells you about their basically attributes or abilities. So in Quark's case, his integrity 5, his cunning is 7, which makes sense. He's a Ferengi. He would he'd sell you his own, brother if he could. Strength, on the other hand, yeah, Ferengis aren't known for their strength, though. But in this case, though, his skill set here listed as well: leadership, greed, computer skills. In this case, because of his interest in Grauka of Klingon female, he actually has honor. Not sure if he would have honor otherwise, though. All attributes are +3 if with Grauka. So see, you add Grauka in there, and all of a sudden his attributes, these down here, basically get a bump, though. So then you would take your characters, though, basically that make up your deck, and which you would of course then do, and any character that's basically of this color, though, that is non-aligned effectively, can be played with any other team, though, if you will. So then you basically make that up. So now you would send out basically your team, though, with the basically with the ship, though, that you have and what you need in an attempt to complete your missions, though. So that is basically kind of the introductory or the premise though of the game. And then there are obviously a ton more cards that basically that you can get though, based on Star Trek itself though. And that basically gets you, into your, essentially, the game itself, though, and how it's played. It's kind of the basics of it. There are, of course, more nuances, and there are a lot more characters, though. So, this has been an introductory to Star Trek The Next Generation's collectible card game. More to come. More to share. Both on the card game, though, this particular layout and setup, though, and more old CCG games will be coming in the future. That's what Throwback Thursday is all about, guys. My name is Chris. Been a fun time talking with you about this, getting you into the a little bit into the Star Trek though, and we'll catch you in the next video where we'll continue to explore this particular setup. Have a great day, guys. Till next time. I'm out.